Hey there, friends. I just wanted to feature a quick video before I start getting ready for a road trip. Line Energy released a couple of new products, and I got really excited about. Yes, I'm an affiliate with Line Energy, but I am going to give you the truth about everything like that. Those of you who have followed me over from my cooking channel already know that that's something I tend to do, is just be really honest about it. Things I do like, things I don't like. So it's just something I prefer to do anyway. So I really like Lion Energy products. First and foremost, I like Lion Energy in general. They do have an exceptional customer service. They do reply pretty quickly, and they take care of things as quickly as possible. And one of my other favorite features is that they ship so fast, and it's awesome. And I do believe all of their shipping is free, but don't quote me on that. But I think if I recall. So some of the products that I have right now, this is my small setup. I do have a little bit of a bigger setup with 100-watt panels and whatnot. So, but this is my smaller thing because it's just a road trip, and nothing too big and fancy. So we do have the Lion Trek right here. This is 99.9 watt hours on this. I've had this for a while. As you can see, I've dinged it up, I've banged it up, I've taken it everywhere. It's kind of rubbery. It's really nice. You have an AC plug. You have 60 watt in out. So you can charge through this port right here if you need to, which is a really cool feature, and I'll get to that in a second. My least favorite, well, actually, this isn't my least favorite part because this is still not too bad. 2.4 amps are not too bad for these plugs. It's just that they're not 3 amps, and you get really spoiled when you get a really good 3 amp port. And then on the side over here is the input for the solar panels right here. This is the DC input. Why do I like this particular setup so much? I actually really like it because you are not tied down to a specific system. So say, for example, you need a power bank, a decent, pretty okay sized power bank, but you don't need a solar panel or whatever. You just take your USB-C, charge it from where you're at. So if you're just using this like you're on an airplane or something, this is awesome. Speaking of airplanes, I don't know. I know FAA the airlines just made a new rule about power banks, so I don't know if it's approved anymore, but this is airline approved right there. So if they've changed the rules and they keep it that way, that's what we're going to be looking at. But I do like this. This is why I do like Lion Energy. Biggest drawback, I think, is if you have too much of a power draw on this. So say, for example, you have a gaming laptop and you're taking it with you and you're at the airport and you want to play a game, and you don't want to plug into the actual, or you don't have any outlets available, you don't get to play for very long on this right here, which kind of stinks. But I can't complain too much. This is actually dead. I need to charge it. My kids took off with it and charged their tablets and left me on empty. So that's actually one of the main reasons I'm out here, is so I can charge it really quick. And then my next one is, and this one is my go-to. I love this one. This is the Prowler, one of my favorites. It's got some rubber right here, kind of holds it on there. You have a light. You do have a light. See if I can zoom out just enough so you see. So you do have a light right there. Here's the power button. See how much is charged, which you can't really see that well in the light or through my fat thumb. Sorry, guys. And then what's cool about this is you can charge wirelessly. So if you have wireless charging on your phone, just sit it right here on top. Push the button twice until the little red light blinks, and then line it up just right, and it'll turn green and it'll start charging wirelessly. Obviously, it's not as fast as if you're wired, but still, that's really cool. It's a nice feature to have. If you forgot your charger or your charging cable at home, you do have to USB-A's right here, micro USB, and USB-C. I do believe, let's see at the bottom right here, that'll tell you a little bit more. So USB-A's are both 3 amps, which is really nice. Like I said, a little bit of a step above the Trek on that one. Also, you see the airplane, so it is, or it was, I don't know how I don't fly very often, so it was approved. This is 74 watt hours, so not half bad. You could actually do a lot of things with this. I will feature this later in some of my camping setup videos and the different setups that I have. My next one is the Cub. I'm super excited about this one. Now, you're going to say, but why do you have 3? I have 3 because I have 3 kids, and these are actually for my kids. But why would you get super, expensive, bougie power banks for your kids? Well, first and foremost, like I said, I really, really like Line Energy. They have a really good customer service base, and these are really nice. These are only 37 watt hours. The girls get an extra charge off of this, which is great for road trips. You don't have kids fighting over the USB ports in the van. You don't have a whole lot of fighting, because my kids, we use Kindles so that they can read, because they like to read a lot, and they read so fast that it makes more sense to have a Kindle for them and not have to tote about 5 books for each child. So, and I'm not kidding, they do read that fast. So that's just me. So this is fantastic to have on hand. These are really nice. They're lightweight. I love them. I really do. I love them so much. One of my favorite features, they have this right here, so you can clip it to a strap. I always carry backpacks with skate straps for my kids, mostly because you can put their stuffed animals in the skate straps, and their little stuffed animals or dolls, whatever they are, they don't get away. So you can slip this on there like that, or it comes with a carabiner, so you can just clip it on there as well, or just clip it wherever you need to. I will be featuring these a lot more some of my other videos. What's really cool, this is also a light right here, and it is ridiculously bright. Oh my goodness. I needed a flashlight the other day, and I turned it on, and silly me didn't aim it the other way and flashed myself pretty good. So on the inside here, you got a USB-C, and you have USB-A ports, and these ones right here, as you can see, USB-A's are up to 18 watts. USB-C is around 20 watts or so. So this is still fast charging. On my cell phone, I got 1.5 charges off of this. So their Kindles were an extra charge, which when you're driving, long distances, if you're driving through an entire, a couple states or whatnot, these are kind of nice, really nice to have. So I always have them carry these on them. Also, we go on little adventures where we explore in safe places, but dark places. And it's nice if they were to ever get separated, they would have a light, and they would be able to show, we could follow the light. So that's always good to have. Next, I'm going to start with this one, actually. This is the 50 watt panel from Line Energy. They're kind of phasing this one out, which is okay. I'm not heartbroken over it, although I do like this one. So, I mean, is it a little bit of a bummer? Yeah, it is, but I'm not heartbroken over it. As you can see, the kickstand needed some improvement. You have your direct, your DC right. You have your USB-A and your USB-C. These are really nice to have. And then you have your DC cord right here. That cord plugs into this right here. It's really bright, so I'm having a hard time seeing right now. The thing that I have the hardest time with, though, is that it is really wide. It's cumbersome. As you can see, my hand, I don't necessarily have big hands at all, actually. I have like a large child size hand, but so this is really big. It was kind of hard to fit into my backpack and carry around. It is hefty, but if you're using it for something like camping, then it's really nice to have, especially if you're like camping solo, or if you're anything like me, because what I tend to do is, oh no, I have these three to charge and this because we were doing something all day or something. We were running fans. No, you know what? We'll go with that. We were running fans all night, so we need to charge this for running fans again. So what I tend to do is I get one of these. This is really awesome. I will share a link for this as well. Plug that into the USB-A port like that. Get all these hooked up on there and charge everything all at once, because it is a 50-watt panel. So that's actually one of my favorite little hacks on there. And then this next one right here is the updated version. I had been hemming and hawing over it for the longest time and decided just to go for it because I couldn't get over some of the features and I needed it. I mean, it's not like a need, but it's really, really nice to have. So as you can see, we have some nice snaps right here. We have a nice rugged handle, so you can hang this. Say, for example, if you're camping with an Easy Up, I will feature, in future videos, I will feature some of my setups that I utilize. But you can hang stuff, hang this from the handle on places. And more importantly, this is the panel size. Like I said, my hands are not huge, but this is going to slide in my backpack so much more conveniently. They are about the same weight, so this is a little hefty. So if you're trying to go for something super duper lightweight, for a panel slash power bank combo, I would almost say go with the Cub and the 50 watt, because this is ridiculously light. This is the other reason I got it for my kids. So we'll close it. It has a really nice, so this had the netting. This has a nice waterproof zipper, as you can see, as the sun disappears on me and threatens to rain. Inside we have your DC cable, so that's going to be used a lot. What's really cool is this feature, and I don't know if I have this on my other one or if I lost it somewhere, because I've had this for a couple of years now. But this is an Anderson cable. Why is that important? There are a lot of power bank companies out there that I'm not going to name, that utilize an Anderson plug. And I mean, come on, like this is so much more universal than some of the other panels that I've seen that only have like the DC or only have Anderson cable. Now, if you have the side-to-side Anderson cable, because this is a stacked one, if you have a side-to-side one, they make adapters that you could just plug this right into and switch it up however you need it, because this doesn't slide around and adjust, unfortunately. But this does work with Lion Energy products, like the Safari, and these work also not only with the Trek, but they have one that's called the Eclipse. The only reason I haven't picked up the Eclipse is that with all of these, I don't necessarily need the wireless charging for my phone, and I don't think it's going to be compatible with my Fitbit. There is also another one that I hope to feature that I'm considering getting as well. It's called the Claw, and it magnetically attaches to your phone and wirelessly charges, which is so cool. And that one's only like $35. So these, they go up in size when you go up in wattage, but honestly, this is just my pick. You guys got to choose for you. What I do like about Lion Energy is it's not closed off to its own things. So that said, like I said, as long as your voltage matches some of the other power banks that you're trying to use it with, it'll work out for you. Also, like I said, you're not limited because you can get something like this. You can plug in other power banks that are not Lion Energy. You can plug in, where'd my headphones go? You can have your headphones plugged in. These are just one set of my headphones. My kids actually have the Grom Kids wireless headphones, which are really, really cool. I will feature those a little bit later as well. And, you know, plug everything in all at once and just get it all charged. That way, there's no squabbling, there's no fighting. Oh, it's my turn to charge. No, you don't have to do all that. That's just me, though. Of course, you could just use this in a power in your car if you have USB charging as well. So, not that it really matters. Overall, let's just open this up so you can see. Oh, that's right, the kickstand. So we have that one kickstand, and I forgot. So this snaps, which is really nice because it's not opening just randomly like that one can do with the Velcro. This is really cool because it's elastic. And I think what you can do is you can slide this around things. So say you have like a chair that's small enough to hang this from, you could do that. There's a lot of different uses that you could do with this. It's still slightly cumbersome in that it opens up fairly big for what it is. But it's portable because it folds down so much nicer than this one does. Once again, I'll put them side by side so you can see. Anyway, I just wanted to feature these really quick. I hope to see you guys again. I will be featuring more videos on things that I do when I'm traveling, because I have a lot of people that I talk to who are always asking me like, hey, can you just make a video really quick on what you do for this, how you handle this situation, or how do you pack for this, how do you pack for that, or how do you set all this stuff up. So that's what I'm going to try to do for you guys and have it separate so that it's not on my cooking channel, which I will be starting to film for more as time progresses. We hadn't had much sun because my primary cooking is solar cooking, so we hadn't had much sun for cooking as of lately. So it's not exactly like something that I can just do all the time anyway. So as we heading into better weather, I'll be featuring my cooking on my cooking channel a lot more. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I'm really super excited about it. And now I gotta go put this all in my backyard so I can charge my Trek really quick and make sure it's ready for this weekend. I hope you guys are adventuring safe, adventuring healthy, and having a great time. And I will see you guys next time.